welcome back to an episode of The Hockey Zone. In today's video, I'll be continuing my series where I go through each matchup of the 2020 playoffs and give you guys a bunch of stats and then give you guys my pick on who I think is going to win each matchup one by one. Today's matchup is the New York Islanders versus the Florida Panthers. So let's get on with it. Starting us off, as always, with this year's current records for both teams. For the Islanders, they played 68 games, won 35 of them, lost 23, and lost 10 in overtime, for a total of 80 points. For the Panthers, they played 69 games, won 35 as well, lost 26, and lost 8 in overtime, for a total of 78 points. So once again, extremely close for points-wise. Obviously, these teams played pretty much the exact same amount of games, and the Islanders do have more points, so just keep that in mind. Now, for key players to watch during the series, these are the players who I think will make a big impact on the series on the ice. So watch out for these guys from both teams. For the Islanders, we have Matthew Barzal, extremely good player, quite fast, need that kind of skill in the playoffs. He can also score goals, so watch out for him. Brock Nelson, great goal scorer, also pretty tough. That's something that they're going to need. Anders Lee, again, pretty good goal scorer, as well as being extremely tough. Next, we have Jordan Eberle, amazing goal scorer, definitely has a scoring touch. Thomas Greiss / Semyon Varlamov. I don't know who's going to be the starter. I'm kind of leaning towards Thomas Greiss. I feel like he'll probably make a good, definitely a good playoffs if he can become the starter. I feel like he's definitely a good goalie. But the same can also be said for Semyon Varlamov. So it's kind of whoever kind of gets picked is probably going to make a giant impact. And they're both very good goalies, so we'll have to wait and see. And finally, for the Islanders, we have Josh Bailey, amazing goal scorer. I guess that's it. Next, for the Panthers, we have, starting us off, Alexander Barkov, the captain, amazing goal scorer, quite speedy. Definitely something they need. Next, we have Mike Hoffman, pretty tough, another good goal scorer as well. Next, we have Jonathan Huberdeau. He also is a great goal scorer, as well as being kind of laid back, which I think is going to be really good for this kind of a team that's really going to need like a push in order to win. In my mind, if he can stay calm in very big moments throughout the series, that could be like a big plus side for the Florida Panthers over the Islanders, because they have that player who's really calm. So hopefully, if he can stay calm, it'll be a big moment. It'll be a big bonus for the Panthers. Next, we have Brian Boyle, extremely tough, and also can contribute offense when needed. Next, Aaron Ekblad and Keith Yandel, both of which I feel like are great defensemen, great shutdown, and also great playing through pain. If there is an injury to either of them, I feel like they can probably go through it in order to maybe try to win the series. Next, the final one, the goalie, Sergei Bobrovsky. I feel like he will be the goalie going into this. I will say this now, if the Florida Panthers are going to have any chance of winning this series, Sergei Bobrovsky is going to have to play in this playoffs like he played last playoffs for Columbus. He's going to have to play shut-down goaltending. He cannot be playing like he did during the regular season, which wasn't necessarily bad, but I mean, it was pretty bad for him. So he's going to have to return to his ways in Columbus if they're going to have any chance. Next, finally, the last stats we have are their last 3 years in the playoffs. For the Islanders in 2017, they did not make it. 2018, they didn't make it. And in 2019, they lost in the second round. For the Panthers in 2017, they didn't make it. In 2018, they didn't make it, and in 2019, they didn't make it. Now, for the time where I give you guys my pick on who I think is going to win the series. In my mind, it's very close. This is another one of the series where I think it's going to be very close and a very hard-fought series. However, I think the Florida Panthers can do it. If Sergei Bobrovsky can go back to his ways at Columbus, I think that they have a pretty good chance, If he can go back to being a shutdown goaltender like he was last playoffs, especially against the early games and against Boston and against Tampa, they have a really good chance of possibly winning the series. However, if he plays like he did during regular season, I might start leaning towards the Islanders just a tad bit. However, I do think that the Florida Panthers will be able to pull through. I feel like they have a chance to win the series. I feel like they have a pretty good roster this year. They have a couple of really good goal scorers, as well as a great defenseman pair who can play through pain if they do take an injury, and also a great player who can score offense and is also extremely calm and hopefully can stay calm under pressure. So, for those reasons, I think the Florida Panthers might just make it past the New York Islanders. However, that is just my pick. You guys are welcome to have your own pick. But if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the video with a like, subscribe down below. See ya! Bye!